there are really two kinds of education, good and bad.
How in the world are we going to effectively educate the young people in this country? Business as usual just won't do. Not now. I can't just be a spectator. And that meant beginning to think differently.
My name is Liz Coleman, and I'm the president of Bennington College. Members of the class of 2011, never in my life at any point did I sit around dreaming about being a college president. College presidencies have huge variation in terms of their character. I was going to be a hands-on college president because of my deep immersion and fascination and love of the act of educating.
You have a mind and you have other people. Start with those and change the world.
She is deeply passionate with respect to education. She came here at a time, a college that was in deep financial crisis. Lots of people said she's not going to make it. The college is going to fold. But she absolutely did not respond to those warnings, and she continued a very energetic appeal to the alumni, to students, to faculty, and gradually she revived this college.
I've seen a lot in the stretch of time that I've been in this work of what's happened to women. In the late 60s, the assumptions were that if you were a woman, you were the faculty spouse. So the distance that's been traveled is really, really substantial.
The first time I came to Bennington was as a candidate for the presidency. I realized that there was an intensity here of a different kind, a kind of intellectual, imaginative, even emotional intensity. That was what, to me, was the sign of a thrilling educational setting.
What worries me about focusing on issues like how many women presidents are there is that it's, to me, missing some of the more powerful and penetrating challenges. Issues like the environment, issues like uses of force, issues like the distribution of wealth. And it's not by being a college president, it's what I do as a college president.
A lot of institutions, progressive visionary institutions like Bennington, all of them struggle with this fate of how do you sustain a culture of innovation. And Liz confronted the question with the answer by being more visionary.
With not much more than an idea, but what an idea. An institution with an unbounded confidence in human possibilities. Ideas to die for. Bennington brought a new energy and vitality to American higher education.
It's an idea that I had a lot to do with pushing and thinking about, that we have an obligation as educational institutions to the quality of our public life.
When Liz realized that the problems of this country and the world were escalating, as a college president, she confronted what her responsibility is and should be. And as part of that, she developed an idea that then turned into the Center for the Advancement of Public Action. Take the problems that are confronting us and not just study them, but to do something about them through workshops, through classes, through internships, thinking with action. This has been a great marriage of two geniuses. The institution, which is a real genius idea, and a visionary leader, Liz Coleman.
So one of the ways I'm thinking about it is that's a power thing.
But mostly it's about really having a curriculum that is focused on the challenges of what it means to actually do something to affect the kinds of change we desperately need. I don't think there's any other college that's doing that.
Every once in a while, the work of a president makes it possible for something to be done. You know what it is, and you actually have the power to do it. If you are not making a difference, and a significant one, there's something that's not quite right.